So Nevada is one of the best states to start a business. Now, this state is always in the top 10 of being business friendly. Let's find out why. Let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Erica Lamar. I'm a local real estate professional as well as a real estate investor here in the Las Vegas Valley. For the last 7 years, I've been helping people transition to the Las Vegas Valley, and I absolutely love doing it, or I would not be doing it for this long. So if you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas or its surrounding areas in the near future, my team and I are here to help you make that smooth transition to beautiful Las Vegas. All of our contact information will be in the comments and descriptions below. Feel free to reach out anytime. I always love hearing from you. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about why Nevada is one of the best states to start a business. So Nevada has a lot of different ways to win big, and if you want to start your own business, that is especially true. Nevada is a great place for small business people to start their own businesses because it has low taxes and a lower cost of living compared to so many of the coastal states. It also has a very strong talent pool and is an environment for good business growth opportunities. Nevada has a low regulatory burden, streamlined permits and licenses, and a tax climate that is supportive to businesses and many different industries. Now, a state that has the schooling, the infrastructure, the strategies for the building up of its workforces will help its economy grow, and this is exactly what local leaders are looking for. Now, this state is always in the top 10 for being very business friendly. Nevada is the best place to start a business because, number one, well, we have over 40 million people who visit Nevada each year, making it one of the most popular holiday spots in the country. Nevada's real estate market has also just absolutely gone crazy. I mean, we know this because it went up by 27% in 2022 compared to the year before. Nevada has gone from having 2.7 million people who reside here to now close to 3.3 million people living in the state alone. Now, those numbers do show you that there has been exponential growth. And Nevada has about 300,000 small businesses local, and those businesses generally hire more than 500,000 people, which is a lot of people for a state. Now, all of these important signs do show that the state is growing and will continue to be a good place for businesses to start. So how does Nevada help these small businesses though? So businesses in Nevada really stand out because of how much help they get from the state government. So let's take a quick look at the Nevada Governor's Office of Economic Development to show what kind of programs and reward packages they have for these new businesses. Now, the Nevada Governor's website lists the following services and a quick set of examples. There are workforce development programs, business development and assistance covering programs, there's tax incentives, and there's opportunity zones, there's innovative-based economic development. They provide funding for small businesses and startup international trade grants. Emerging small business programs, I mean, there's so many different kinds that they offer. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the incentives that actually would bring these businesses to Nevada. First up, of course, we have no business income tax. So as a business owner, you can keep more of your money that you make because you don't have to pay as much business income tax. And there's also no state income tax in the state of Nevada. So employees in Nevada get to keep more of their paychecks. And employees that work in Nevada get to keep more of their paychecks by not necessarily having to pay that individual state income tax. So in fact, Nevada's constitution prohibits this much dreaded deduction that eats into workers' pay. And there's also no inventory tax. I've also heard it being called no warehouse tax. Oh my gosh, you guys, I literally had to try to say that like 4 or 5 times and I finally got it right. So you get to see the best version of me actually saying that correctly. But yes, there is no warehouse tax or inventory tax in Nevada. So what does that mean? So whether you are a store that prepares goods to be shipped out or you're a store that sells things to customers, it is possible that this is one of the bigger reasons why you see a lot of these big online stores like Amazon choosing Nevada and keeping money into the processing centers and delivery stations all over the state. So I will post it later, but Amazon did just buy a big, massive piece of land in Boulder City. They have not quite said what they're going to be doing with it, but this just goes to show you why you have all these big businesses coming to Nevada because all these different incentives. Next, there is no franchise or privilege tax. So in some states, business owners have to pay a franchise tax to be able to run their businesses. But in Nevada, however, there is no such tax. There is also no tax on estate or inheritances, which is a big deal. If you are a small business that wants to leave the business to your children, you don't necessarily want to pay that unnecessary tax, you get to omit that if you are a business here. So next up, there is no state corporate share tax. So anybody who owns a share in a corporation does not have to pay the state tax on those shares. However, you do have to pay a federal tax on those shares because the government has to make their money somewhere. Next up, let's talk about forming a business in the Silver State. Now, there's a lot of different kinds of businesses in Nevada, from healthcare to aerospace and defense to tourist and even gaming. But this also brings a lot of big businesses with tax breaks, deferrals, and even programs called opportunity zones. So like Amazon, Elon Musk Tesla's Gigafactory outside of Reno just shows how big businesses could take advantage of all these new possibilities. So setting up shop in Nevada made Musk $1.4 billion from the state. But have no fear, Nevada has a lot of tax breaks for all businesses and all sizes, no matter how big or small you are. Nevada is different from most of the other 49 states because it has rules that protect businesses probably more. So this is in addition to the tax breaks and easier filing requirements for business owners. So what I'm talking about is this support for business means that owners and managers of the LLCs, which is also limited liability companies, cannot be held responsible for lawsuits or bills that aren't paid. So with looser LLC requirements, Nevada does not require these LLCs to hold meetings once a year, which, you know what, I'm an LLC, so I can say I personally think this is amazing. And the businesses do not have to have a working agreement either, although I kind of disagree with that one because I think you should. So if you are a business and you are in business with another person, please make sure you have an operating agreement that sets the tone for what could happen, because you know what, breakups do happen and they do happen often. Okay, next let's talk about the stricter privacy policies. Now this I can say I truly appreciate because I put all of my rental properties in LLCs. So there is no need to say who owns the LLCs. So there is no public record of the names of the people who own or run a business. So aside from that, it also does not need to share financial records with outside agencies such as the IRS. And of course, you do not have to be a resident to have a business in Nevada. And I think this is probably some of the business owners' most favorite quality about Nevada. You do not necessarily have to live here to start a business. And last but not least, of course, the low startup cost to have a business. So do yourself a favor and visit the Nevada Governor's Economic Development website to verify all this information I shared with you today, because you know, of course, I am a source of the source. Now, right there, you can review all of the programs and incentives to start a business in the state if you are interested in doing that, and you'll be amazed at all of the opportunities and support provided by Nevada to start a new or existing business. All right, everybody, so that was my video on Nevada being a business-friendly state. If you have any questions about transitioning to Nevada or moving to Las Vegas or surrounding areas, all of my contact information will be in the comments and descriptions below. Feel free to reach out at any time. I, of course, always love hearing from you. Until next time, see you in the next video.